Patriotism, to me, I suppose I would say is loyalty. It's probably the first term that comes to mind. It's acknowledging that you belong not just to a specific place, but a country, which is more than just a patch of land, right? It's a shared people with shared values, a shared history, even something along the lines of like shared mythos. If you think of like the founding fathers, like these larger than life heroic figures. So it's an understanding and an appreciation for the fact that you belong to that and all of those things. The state of patriotism today, this isn't exactly like rocking the boat or anything for me to say this, but I would definitely say it's very much lacking among younger people. I think a part of that is just the way that we've come to understand what a country is. I think it was Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez who described it as like a forest is nothing more than a collection of trees, right? Like I was just saying, people have this view now that a country is kind of just a patch of land, and it really only exists like a container whose only function is to be filled with as many people as possible. And so when you have that view of a country that's nothing more than just an island that you share with some other dudes, you're not really going to appreciate it for its history, its values, its customs, its religion, its language. So I think that is kind of like the explaining factor behind that. Some reasons that I'm patriotic is because America really is unique, right? A lot of people, I understand, like to talk about their country as if it's the best thing since sliced bread. But truly, if you think about the facts, people call the United States like the great experiment. There's something about America and its, I know I keep using the buzzword values, but there's something about like its understanding of liberty, its understanding of democracy, of equality, that's just very unique among really human society, human civilizations in general. If you think about something like the American Revolution compared to something like the French Revolution, right? Two seemingly common historical events. In fact, a lot of people in the French Revolution pointed to figures of the American Revolution, like Benjamin Franklin, as their inspiration, but wildly different outcomes. The French Revolution is like harrowing, it was horrific, it was violent, it was very godless also. Their ideas were very godless. Then if you look at something like the American Revolution, it was nothing like that. So yeah, I would say just the uniqueness of it. I truly believe that. I don't just say that it's like a buzz term. I really believe that the United States is like a great experiment, like something like that had never been tried before, the way we run our republic. It's an interesting question. Donald Trump. You know, I can't think of any particular figure, but I think among people who have the most amount of patriotism, the first thing that comes to mind is obviously like veterans, right, who've actually served for this country. But another thing that I think a lot of people don't talk about is people who've immigrated here. I think have a much deeper and richer appreciation for this country than a lot of people who were born here do, especially people who came as refugees from another place, places like Cuba or Mexico or Vietnam, and they fled those areas and came here. I think a lot of those people actually have a deeper appreciation for this country than people who are born here, because people who are born here don't know anything different. You know, I'm hesitant to like repeat myself, but I would just urge people to consider that maybe there's more to what a nation is than just the dirt that you're walking on. I would urge people to consider that our traditions and our system of government, the way we understand liberty, the battles that we've fought, the things that unite us as people are things that are worth thinking about, and I think if you really spend time thinking about them, you'll come to appreciate them.